Hi guys, and welcome to Tom and Harry SMMA. This video is actually a current topic which has been in the news. It's about TikTok. Now, TikTok is coming under some major problems internationally and in the UK. In this video, me and Harry are going to dissect it, talk about it, and discover really what the future potentially is for the platform. So let's get into the video.
Right, mate. Very topical, isn't it? So in the news this week, TikTok is slowly and surely getting banned in more and more US states.
Yeah.
It's not allowed on any government officials' mobile phones or laptops. And it seems to be, well, across the US, definitely, potentially going to be a snowball effect in more and more states doing it. I don't think all of them will. I don't know. Who knows what will come from it. But what do we see the impact of this being on, well, at least the social media marketing industry and on the social media platforms?
Well, let's just quickly recap what's happened this week. So it depends when this video comes out, but in the last week or two, so TikTok has been banned in Montana, which is the first US state to ban the app on personal devices. It's done it because the US are having major battles with China, which is where the app is owned, and that's the HQ. They're having battles on China with the data that China hold. There is security issues around the app, like Harry just said. People who are in government and in pretty high-end jobs are not even allowed it. And there's an element where it's a very intrusive app, and they can find out a huge amount from you. If you ever read the privacy policy on TikTok, which I haven't done for a long time, it's quite alarming what they can do and what they know. So really, whether we know that's true or not, because that's not for us to say, Harry, is it, on this channel? But what we can say is, if Montana have banned the app, that would be over significant security threats they feel to their state and to their country. So they're the first people to go, do you know what, fuck this. We don't need this in our lives if China are not going to play game and declare how secure it is and give us our data and blah, blah, blah. So I think it's more important to say that there's 50 states, right? One state jumps out of the TikTok wagon. It could be just a matter of months, days, weeks, where New York State is banned, and then you've got New Hampshire is banned, and then you've got Texas and California. It'd just be a matter of time. And I think, well, your view might be different.
No, mate,
I think it's coming to a point where it's like, shit, this is a major problem.
Yeah, and this video isn't us predicting what's going to happen in the future. Fucking anything could happen in the future. Montana could unban it in 2 months' time. TikTok could make some changes. But what I think this video is, what people will find interesting is our view on what impact that has on social media platforms if certain things happened. So say the US completely bans TikTok. So say, like, in the future, and this is all hypothetical, like if the US and the UK ban TikTok, what happens?
Yeah.
And to me, that's just when a new social media comes up, like when TikTok was created, all that meant was a shift in attention. People's attention went from Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and that attention, a chunk of it, went over to TikTok. And slowly but surely, over the past few years, that attention's kept drifting and equaled out in different ways. And I think if that does get banned, that attention doesn't disappear. It just moves to other platforms. So therefore, that Instagram would capitalize on that massively. Reels they'd have to find a way of dealing with an increased supply of content creators that only produce on TikTok. They'd have to go to other short form content platforms. And that would just mean us as advertisers would just have to switch. Like, rather than having a TikTok ad budget, that budget would go into Instagram and things would change.
Yeah.
So it's just staying on top of things.
I completely agree. I think, well, from looking at the information that people would have given, that the state of Montana have given, is like it infringes on the First Amendment of protection of its citizens, and the data, the amount of data that is going to China on US citizens, what they do, where they go, what they like. And there's also a concern that the TikToks that are shown in the US are very non-educational compared to the TikToks that are happening in China. So I don't know, who knows? But I think it's one of those where I think the platform is going to have major issues, and I think the whole of the US will eventually ban TikTok. I think it will get to that stage. I think once that happens, the UK may do the same. TikTok are either going to have to really work with the US government and really tidy it up, or like Harry says, you've got Twitter that's been taken over by Elon Musk, and that is ever evolving. They're making changes which Instagram are having to make changes on, and I think it will just open up doors to other stuff. Before, I remember when Vine was a thing, and Vine was a big deal, and everyone went crazy for it, and then Vine just disappeared. And I think it's hard to have an app which sees out the length of time. Twitter's been phenomenal because it was around before Instagram. Instagram's done amazingly, and Facebook's on its way out as such as an app. It's evolving into different things, but yeah, it's bad news for TikTok. That it makes a huge statement from the United States on how trustworthy they think that app is.
I think they'll make changes to rescue it. I imagine. I don't think they'll want to lose.
It must be It must be millions and billions of dollars on the line.
Yeah, exactly.
In advertising revenue. If the US decides to not have it, it's a massive problem.
In fairness, mate, I think that the algorithm on TikTok's got worse for organic content going viral as often. I think a year and a bit ago, it was so easy to get a viral piece of content to go viral on TikTok. You could, I'd say 1 in 10, providing you were posting good stuff, went to, I don't know, 10K views plus if you only had 8 followers. Now, I think it's harder. And I've read lots of articles that say the same thing, that their algorithm has changed. Obviously, you still get ones that go viral, but not as often.
Well, I think there's been an increase in the amount of users. Yeah. So when you increase the amount of users, you can't show all the content of every user as much as you should.
Exactly. Well, that's what Gary Vee says. It's just supplying all social media platforms of when they're positive, when they're, every kind of year, Gary Vee says, oh, this is the platform you need to be on. Like, it's always been TikTok. Now he talks on about Facebook, Facebook Shorts, and he just says, well, it's just a supply and demand issue. Like, the more people that produce content on TikTok, the less amount of people that are going to go viral. And that was when everyone went to TikTok, that's when loads of Reels went viral. And now everyone's moved away from Facebook Reels. The supply is not there. So, the supply is not there, but there's still users there. So more go viral on there. It's just supply and demand across all platforms.
It is. And I just think it was an important topic because it's a platform we use.
Yeah.
And we run ads on it to different countries. And it's quite interesting when one state goes, now, fuck you lot, I'm not doing it anymore.
Yeah, it'd be really interesting. Be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, there we go.
Definitely. Okay, so hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Short and sweet one, topical. I think we should do more of those, mate. Just like up and coming things that we're seeing. Talk about changes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Check out our previous video. There'll be a link somewhere around this video and in the description. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow at 9 AM for tomorrow's video.